Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your June 1st to the 15th, 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, it really helps me out, and it makes me so very happy. So thank you so very much. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Gemini, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Gemini. June 1st, to the 15th, 2021, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. Gemini, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Gemini, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Okay. Gemini, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. So think of this spread as a tree, because that's how spirit showed it to me. I don't know if anybody else has ever, I'm sure they has done a spread like this, but it came to me in a dream. So at the base right here, this is our base, this is our root, our trunk. So we have the Two of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So that's really quite powerful. We're represented by the swords in the minor arcana. We're represented by the lovers in the major arcana. We have the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups is the minor arcana lovers card. So we're coming through astoundingly powerful and really grounding ourselves during this time. Now, the left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. We have the Four of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, honoring the hurt, the pain, the disappointment we have been through, the battle that life tends to be, and also seeing the prosperity, the success, the bounty that is a part of us. Our emotional self, we have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we have the Two of Pentacles. It took me a moment to see the pentacles within there. So our emotions are very much prosperity driven and prosperity bound, but it can also be that we're connecting with emotionally somebody who is an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, or somebody who's very business minded. And we're trying to juggle that. We're trying to juggle being the expressive, creative, kind of whimsical Gemini, and then also having this prosperous, determined sense to us, or a person in our lives that wants us to be more grounded, or that is, there's a sense of like a schedule around us, which Geminis aren't always the best with. But it's figuring out how to balance that and how to balance ourselves and to become more alive because of it. And now in the public arena, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Judgment card. Always find this face on the Judgment card to be rather terrifying. So there's something here that's kind of like scaring us towards change, and that's really how I see it. Okay, so let's look at the chakra energy for this time. Gemini, June 1st to the 15th, 2021, Gemini. Angels, ooh, there you go. I love how everything is just falling out for you. It's like, here it comes. This is what needs to be known. That's how this time is going to work. It's like, boom, boom, boom. This is what it is. This is what it's not. This is what you need to see. We have personal power with the solar plexus chakra. We have listening with the throat chakra. And then we have clarity with the third eye chakra. So the personal power comes forward as we embrace our gut reactions to things. Listening. Gemini is really good at listening. We're really good at talking, so we have to be mindful to do both. But being able to listen to the world around us, to ourselves, to what is needed instead of what is just the loudest in the room, that's going to be really important. And the clarity comes through with the third eye because we're focusing our skills. We're looking at what we want. We're seeing prosperity, and we're rising out of a place that was rather suffocating for us before. And so this is very much a sense of there's power here, there's brilliance here, there's determination here. I'm balancing me. I'm seeing me more powerfully, more authentically, more in harmony with who I am and with where I want to be in this world. And we're looking at the Two of Cups. This is the healing, beautiful love. This is the energy that emotionally connects us. This is unity. And this is a sense of the angels blessing us during this time. We're looking for a unity of understanding. We're finding the twins within us coming into balance, into a sense of, oh, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is home. This is where I want to stand. And we're also going to find it a time where we start to see what builds us up and what knocks us down, what we need and what we don't. And we're unifying ourselves in that sense, in that energy, in that power. And it brings us to the Queen of Swords. It brings us to ourselves. We're crowned in transformation. That's a huge part of the Gemini and also of the air sign being. We need to transform. We need to gain better understanding. We need to see what we desire. Stagnation, boring is a death trap for us. It's like, oh my gosh, the kiss of death to a relationship, to our interest in a career. We need things to constantly be evolving, constantly be pushing the limits, constantly be challenging us. This is the warrior queen, and we are represented by the warrior queen within the minor arcana. And there is a sense of the warrior spirit to us, even though people don't always see it. There's a determination, there's a focus. And what they don't understand is when a Gemini flits, it's because they know they don't want to be there anymore. And for a lot of people, that's very hard to say. Like, oh, I can't be there. I can't do this. I don't want this. For a Gemini, it is not, because we know what we don't want. And to find what we do want is the quest of a lifetime. And so here, with the warrior spirit, with the endless training, with the honing of the skills, this is what we do. This is what we do. We hone our skills. We are determined. We are focused. We are, dedicated. And we open up to our world. And it makes us very fierce during this time, but it also makes us, at our root, a person who's observing, a person who's looking at everything, who's listening to it all. This time, connecting with our third chakra is going to be absolutely imperative, absolutely, a game changer. And it moves us in our public arena, in our inner self, to being able to look at all the hurts, all the pains, all the disappointments we have been through, the heartbreaks and the despairs, and say, I see you. I see you and I honor you, because you have made me. We are made through beautiful moments, and we are. But we're forged and created through the heartbreaking moments, through the moments where we don't know how we're going to get up, through the moments where it feels like we've been shattered in a million pieces. And it's astounding that this happens more than once in our lifetime, because at times it feels like I can only handle once of this. once of this pain, once of this hurt. And so in our inner selves, looking at this and giving ourselves honor, saying, I'm looking at the battles that I've fought, the heartbreaks that I've been through, the devastations that I've lived through, and I'm honoring me for having come out the other end. And it moves us to the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is wealth, prosperity, and success. It's knowing that, yes, there's going to be a heck of a lot of work to come, as there always is. But there's prosperity here now. There's something to be celebrated. There's bounty, there's brilliance, there's insight, there's determination, there's wealth to be taken in, and luxury to be embraced. And that's what we need to do. We need to look at the moment that we're in right now, in our inner self. And instead of mourning the past or living in the past or living for the future, we embrace the right now, the present, and we hold it as the gift it is. Then we have the King of Pentacles. In our heart, we are moving towards success. Our heart is being a bit more grounded. We can find ourselves saying, oh no, that's not practical, or oh, that's absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't have a place here now. And that wouldn't be something usually that we would say. It's kind of like, well, let's try, let's see, let's discover, let's go. So with the King of Pentacles coming in, the kings I see as more the actors upon the stage. People are going to see this about our hearts. We're looking for what is worthwhile, what has substance to it. And we're also looking for what will last and what will lead us forward in the life that we want. So with the King of Pentacles, there's also the sense of balancing this prosperity. Now, it can be a person in our lives that's just severely practical, and we love them, but we also kind of just want to run up to them and tussle their hair and, make them be a little bit crazy. There's something that we're juggling here, where it's the whimsical with the practical. It's the exploration with the mapping it out and setting it all down and making sure the path is logical. And so as we're opening ourselves up here, and as we're moving here towards prosperity and bounty and abundance, we're also going to be balancing our innate self with what we are creating at this time. And we're also going to be balancing everything that we need with everything that we want and everything in between. We have to remember to balance ourselves. And it's very interesting. He's wearing the death mask. So there is a sense of a dying away of what cannot be balanced, of the part of us that isn't in harmony with the way that we're moving forward. It's a sense of shedding a skin, of moving towards something more. It brings us in the public arena to the Six of Cups. We're going to be very nostalgic during this time. And it's nostalgic in a really good way, and it's nostalgic in a really bad way. It's kind of like, oh, it will never be as good as it was when I was young, as happy, as carefree. And yes, that's true to a certain extent. But it'll also never be as overwhelming. No, not overwhelming isn't the right word. Scary. When we're a child, we have no say in things. And everything is new, and everything we're learning about. As we grow, we might not feel like we have a say in things, but we're not as helpless as a child is. And so here, there's also taking that knowledge, just like, oh, wow, I can change this. And I'm not stuck there in this place of dependency. I'm changing it, I'm developing it. I can move forward. It might be terrifying. I might not have what I want or what I need, but I can move forward. But there's also a sense here of honoring the joy that came with childhood, the beauty, the understanding. And so there's this balance to it. There's this discovery within it. It's all the good things and all the bad things and all the things in between. They come forward in our public arena. And we can find ourselves reenacting, or acting out themes from our childhood, themes that had defined us, or ways that we had coped that we thought had made us stronger, but hadn't. And it starts to bring us to really looking at the prosperity and the success and the bounty that we want to plant within our world, what can't be obtained again, and what we really never want to go back to. There's a sense of seeds of greatness coming forward, of God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, opening up the door, making things change, making us change. because of the bounty that they're giving, because of the prosperity that's coming our way, because of the abundance that gets to be a part of us. And it's going to lead us to the next level, to a way forward that we hadn't thought could be ours. And it has us resurrecting. As scary as that angel looks, but it's like, open your eyes and see, rise, become, embrace, push the barriers forward. It's knowing that not all will rise, not all will be able to see what we ourselves are striving for during this time. But when they can, it's beautiful. But when we hold on to it, it's extraordinary. We rise out of the doubt and out of the fear and out of the heartbreak and out of the disappointment and out of the chaos of the world to something more. And it's in the public arena. It's like, I have this gift. I have this prosperity leading me forward. I'm rising to more. I can't change the past. I can't recreate the past. I can only move forward in the present. And I can only move forward to what I've transformed to what I greatly need. What is the gifts? What are the gifts that Gemini needs to honor within themselves? What are the gifts that Gemini needs to honor within themselves? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So it's the Star and it's Justice. So 2 major arcana cards right there. I love it. It's power and it's understanding. The Star is beauty and brilliance and what the heart desires, but also what divinity sees that we need, the wishes that divinity sees within ourselves. Justice is being discerning. It's saying, I cannot let everything in. I cannot let in the chaos. I cannot embrace the chaos, and I do not want to. It's being discerning instead of saying it has to be just, it has to be fair all the time. It is saying it has to be fair to me, and it has to be what I want and what I need and what I think is lovely. And to step away from the rest and say it's not just, it's not fair. It's also very interesting that these are the other 2 air sign energies coming forward. There's a sense of learning and discovering, Aquarius and Libra. Learning, discovering, asking, seeking. That's such a part of us. And when we're honoring the blessing within us, it's this sense to pull back the layers. It's this way of cutting to the heart of the matter and being guided like our ancestors were guided by the stars, by the maps that get laid out before our souls, and the way that we strive towards greater realizations and greater understandings. What is the bounty? What is the prosperity? Bounty, prosperity, abundance. What is the King of Pentacles that Gemini is trying to balance? That's it. What is the King of Pentacles that Gemini is trying to balance? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. So did you just get the answer to the question of what is the King of Pentacles that Gemini is trying to balance? You got the King of Pentacles. That's hilarious. I think that is just terribly, terribly funny. It's like, what is the King of Pentacles that we're trying to balance? It's the very essence of the King of Pentacles. It's prosperity and success and bounty and greater understanding. And it is a place of wealth, but it's also balancing. And now it can be that you're meeting a Taurus energy, okay? And a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. I see it more towards Taurus for some reason, but it can be one of these aspects. Now, it can be if you're born on the cusp with Taurus, or if you have Taurus within your chart, this part of your personality is coming out big time, and you have to balance it within yourself to be the bird and to be the tree, type of deal, to be able to fly free and to be able to be grounded and rooted. So here during this time, what the heart really needs is this is success, is this sense of this is what I'm good at, this is what I have. And we might be saying, Dane, I don't have that success. I don't have that bounty. I don't have anything that I'm truly proud of. Well, what we're going to see here is that it's the essence of you that starts to call forward prosperity. Now, it can be wealth or what we value as much as money, but it changes the game. It opens up the door. So let's go deeper, because we already have the King of Pentacles here. So please define the King of Pentacles for Gemini. Please define the King of Pentacles for Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. It's a Tower. It's the change that's coming in. It's the way that we're moving forward. It's a sense of things not being as they seem, and prosperity being more, and it's also being less than what we imagined it would be. So let me just pick up these cards for you here, Gemini. And of course, at the top right there is the Queen of Swords. It is ourself. So it comes through like this. We are rooted, and there is something that happened to our roots that changed us. It was an upheaval, it was a chaos, it was overwhelming, and it made us the warrior that we are. But we're looking for that balance from the prosperity that we knew to the wealth that we are calling forward into our lives. The Hangman, he sees it differently. Everything becomes different. And then we have the Knight of Wands. We are protecting our passion, our desire. We are moving forward in a found freedom and a greater understanding. And the other card that fell was the reverse, oh my gosh, the reverse Ten of Swords. All the heartbreak, all the pain, all the disappointment that has stepped into us, that has hurt us, that has, defined us, but in the most devastating of ways, it starts to fall away. This is the dawn coming. This isn't the darkness before the dawn. This is the realization that the dawn is here, that there is more to all of this than we had ever knew. And so we start to find the balance within that. We start to find the greater meaning, the greater understanding within that. And it brings us to the resurrection in the public arena. How is Gemini being resurrected in the public arena? How is Gemini being resurrected in the public arena? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. It's the Fool. It's being able to go on that adventure. It's being able to push the limitations. It's being able to think and create and become and to start that hero's journey, or to embrace that hero's journey again and know that there's more out there than we had originally expected or anticipated. Yeah. So what is the unity that is grounding Gemini? What is the unity that is grounding Gemini? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. It's the Moon. It's the fear, but it's also the quiet moments, the times of introspection and insight and ideas. It is Pisces energy. It can be a person who is grounding us, but it's also a sense of the discovery that happens within the quiet, within the peaceful moments, within the greater understanding of who we are and where we want to be. Now, what is the energy that Gemini needs to be mindful of during this time? What is the energy that Gemini needs to be mindful of June 1st to the 15th, 2021? What is the energy that Gemini needs to be mindful of June 1st to the 15th, 2021? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, these two. The King of Wands and the Prince of Swords. So it's going to be being frustrated with a heart wanting to be so grounded, wanting to have things kind of laid out so practically. And we're just going to be like, screw it, let's go, let's do, let's discover, let's become. The Prince of Swords, in his best possible way, is the slayer of dragons, the achiever of dreams, the awakening of the inner part of ourselves that needs to be awakened. In the worst possible way, he is the person who runs off, without an idea in his head, who just says, I'm going for it, I'm going after it, I'm becoming, and that's all I need to know. And yet we need more here. So we're going to have a tendency to be very rash and want to follow people who are very rash, who seem to have the one-step answer, the sense of this will answer everything. And then with the King of Wands, this is fire and passion and brilliance. So this is a sense of our temper getting the best of us at times and thinking, you know what, maybe I just have to be a bit more forceful. Maybe I have to be a bit more angry. And being forceful is not a bad thing. Being more assertive within our lives and a bit disagreeable is not bad at all. Actually, for very agreeable people, we need to be more disagreeable. It helps us. It makes things better. But with the King of Wands, it's not letting anger take over. And it's not letting, you know what, I can just do it. And you know what, this just has to be it. Get in the way. Because it's going to innately change us. And not in a way that we want. Our subconscious chakra message is forgiveness, the heart chakra. It's forgiving the pain that we have been through. The people who have failed us. Yes, it's important to forgive people. But if you are a caring person, if you are empathic, or if you... It's always easier to forgive others than it is to forgive ourselves. Because we have the power of hindsight on our side. We also have the human ability to think, I should just have known better. Being able to forgive ourselves, to open up our heart chakra and say, living is hard. It is the hardest thing I've ever done. And it's the hardest thing I will ever do. I forgive me for the stumbles I've made along the way, for the disappointments, the angers, the upsets that I have had to face. And through that forgiveness, we let our heart chakra shine in a way that we usually don't. In a way that our world says, oh no, that's bad. We can't let too much of our emotional self forward. It's like, no, we can. Not in a overly sharing, kind of like, okay, way too much information type of way, but in a way that says, I'm leading with the power of my heart, and it's stabilizing me in a way that nothing else can. And that's really the truth here. Our subconscious energy that we need to be mindful of is the Page of Pentacles, is the sense of curiosity and, well, the Princess of Pentacles in this deck, the sense of curiosity and pushing the limits and the whys and the how comes and getting wrapped up in the questions of it all. Because Gemini, we have a tendency to get wrapped up in the questions of it and think that we need to find all the answers before we can move forward. We don't. Our subconscious public arena message is the Nine of Wands. We can't be ruled by everybody else anymore. We can't be. This is a time to say everybody has their opinions, everybody has their way of living, and I have mine. And I'm embracing the passion, the beauty, the brilliance that is me. And even though I am wounded, even though I am overwhelmed, I need to focus on what is right for me and not what is right for everybody else. It moves us to our subconscious inner self, our subconscious emotional self. And that's the Chariot. Being able to have the conscious and the subconscious part of ourselves guide us forward. To not be pulled apart by what we want consciously and subconsciously what we're longing for. This is a time where we start to own the power, own the veracity of us, and move it forward. Our subconscious tarot message for our inner self is the Hangman. We're not seeing things the same way as everybody else, and that's okay. Don't think that there has to be conformity or fitting in. There needs to be the extraordinary, and the extraordinary does not see things as ordinary people do. Our subconscious rooted message is the Five of Wands. There's fear and conflict. There's a sense of, can I have the unity come in? Can I embrace the power that is me? And it's going to be more comfortable to be in a state of chaos. It's going to be more comfortable to let the anger of the world in and let the chaos of people around us in. Instead of saying, yes, this is a chaos. I see you. But this is argument for the sake of argument. This is a waste of energy for the sake of wasting energy. And I'm done with it. It doesn't mean that we don't fall prey to it, but it does mean that we call it out and we don't let it rule us. All right, Gemini, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we listen to the clarity that comes as we embrace the personal power of our gut instinct and of our connection to the divine. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini.